the 3rd. We are in person and also broadcasting live via Microsoft Teams live event. We're on BCTV and also broadcasting on our YouTube and Facebook live pages. We'll begin with a moment of silence followed by a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll recognize Veronica Lepore, my executive assistant, to read the public comment policy.
Good morning. Thank you. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by the limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Veronica. Are there any additions or corrections for the March 27th meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. We did have an executive session on Friday, March the 28th, dealing with personnel. Is there any public comment on specific agenda items? And there's nothing online. So we will move to the agenda. Item 1, authorizing under that budget. Adopt a resolution authorizing 2025 budget transfers in the amount of $104,418 and 2025 appropriations netting $0 per listing dated March 28th of 2025. There's one item listed under Human Resources. Authorize the promotion of Mansour Zaki from buyer to procurement manager in purchasing. Under the commissioners, we have several items. Item A, adopt a resolution exonerating 24 days of 2025 county taxes in the amount of $55.30 for 2325 Fairmont Avenue, Reading, and a parcel, the owner having qualified for a veterans exemption for the property. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing Brian Gottschall, Director of Emergency Services, to apply for fiscal year 2025 Emergency Management Planning Grant funding in the amount of $174,921.46. The EMPG grant supports a 50% portion of the salaries and benefits of the emergency coordinator and a planner and certain eligible training. The fiscal year 2025 application is for salaries and benefits only. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency grant application for a sub-grant for the National Forensic Science Improvement Act, applying for grant funding for the Forensic Science Combating Opioids Project within the District Attorney's Office for the period July 1, 2025 through September 30th of 2026, and further authorizing Kevin S. Barnhart, Chief Operations Officer, to execute any and all grant award notifications. Item D, this is under the category, you can't make these things up. Adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the work initiation document for wildlife damage management between the County of Berks and the United States Department of Agricultural, Animal, and Plant Health Inspection Service, Wildlife Services. The work initiation document adds black and turkey vultures to the county's existing work initiation document and will allow the safe removal of said vultures from the farmhouse at the county youth's recreation fields. Having attended the Parks Department meeting yesterday, this is under the Parks Authority. Apparently, the third floor has been taken over by some homeless vultures. They have eggs there, and this is necessary. They're a protected bird, and I understand that. If you want more information, and I'm serious about this, go to Hawk Mountain Sanctuary. It was the first raptor sanctuary in the world. It has led to numerous raptor sanctuaries, and if you didn't know it, vultures are raptors, and they're very important in the balance of the environment and ecoscience. But we have a family of them living on the third floor of this farmhouse. The farmhouse is being demolished, but they had to stop in order to get this permission, and then there's a process whereby they will be removed humanely and safely to some other location.
Some of their relatives come and visit us every once in a while up here on the porch.
They were knocking at my door yesterday morning, I mean, literally tapping their head, their beak on the door. I scared them away, and my executive assistant was upset, and she went over and talked to them. So,
well, one went to visit Barbara at her house.
they followed you from here to the house. Well, they are amazing creatures, but they really do mess up the 13th floor balcony. So anyhow, item E, adopt a resolution supporting NACO's effort to maintain the tax-exempt status of municipal bonds to protect local government's ability to finance essential public infrastructure and services. This is a resolution that we're adopting every several years. This seems to come up, and tax-free muni bonds are primarily used by counties for critical public infrastructure, buildings, 911 radio systems, a lot of different areas. And if the tax-exempt status was removed, it would probably cost the county, i.e. county taxpayers, between 2.1 and 2.5% additional interest on debt service. And the individuals that primarily invest in these bonds are retirees, overwhelmingly. NACO, the National Association of Counties, has taken a very strong position on it. I support it. I know my colleagues do. And there's this sense that tax-free muni bonds are about building NFL stadiums and MLB stadiums and the like. And our response to that is, if you want to go after those NFL teams and owners and so forth, go right ahead. That's not what we're trying to protect. We're trying to protect critical county infrastructure. So that's why we're taking this position. And the resolution will be one of the first adopted in the country. I contacted NACO staff a week or two ago, and they weren't aware of anyone that had passed a resolution. So once it's passed, we will not only share that with our federal legislators, but we'll share that with NACO so they can share with other counties. Item F, adopt a resolution amending a prior resolution adopted on February 13th of 2025 to correct the Schuylkill River Passenger Rail Authority date of incorporation from June 22 of 2022 to June 16th of 2022. All other terms and conditions of the resolution are unchanged and remain in full force and effect. Item G, adopt a resolution authorizing the approval of the Next Generation Farm Loan Program application of Lucas D. DeTurk for property located at 84 Phillips Lane, Mooresville, Berks County, Pennsylvania, in the amount of $500,000. Financing will be provided by the Effort and National Bank, and further authorize the chair to execute the approval of applicable elected representative form and letter of approval to Lucas D. DeTurk. This is simply an action on the part of the county to say, yes, this is a good project. It does not encumber the county financially in any way. It doesn't encumber us for any other risk or liability. We've done these a number of times in the past. Item 2, a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth in the contract agenda listing dated March the 31st of 2025. There are a total of 10 contracts. There is one with the Area Agency on Aging, one with the Berks, 2 with Children and Youth Services, 1 jointly with Children and Youth Services and Juvenile Probation, 1 with the Department of Emergency Services, 2 with Facilities and Operations, 1 with Human Resources, and 1 with the Solicitor's Office. Item 3, a motion to authorize the execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending April the 4th of 2025. And item 4, a motion to authorize the execution of employee payroll disbursements dated April the 8th of 2025.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. We'll move now to reports of our treasurer and controller. We'll begin with our county treasurer, Mitch Darcourt. Mitch.
Thank you, Commissioner. Excuse me. Today we have an opening balance of $177,576,579.09. We have a balance declare of $3,808,061.42, leaving us with a balance of $173,716,517.76. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mitch. Moving now to our county controller, Joe Rutterow with the controller's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome.
For the week ending April 4th, 2025, we have a total cash disbursement of $4,451,576.98. Also, I just wanted to give a brief update to the board. The 2024 general ledger is closed.
Oh, good.
And we close out on the 31st. ZA will be in here next week on Tuesday, the internal auditors. Zelenskovsky, Axelrod.
Sounds good to me.
We
go with Z and A.
Yeah, right. They'll be here starting on Tuesday, the 7th. The controller's office wants to thank the departments and the fiscal officers of those departments for their working with us on our deadlines. As you might remember, last October, we had some opportunity to speak at the department head meeting. Thank you to Kevin and Larry allowing us to do that. Put forth our 2025 deadlines. And so that has worked pretty well for us. We're on track. We'll spend the month of April with ZA, getting them additional information as whatever they need. And hopefully we will get that released to them by the end of April with an issuance on June 30th. But I really want to also give a big shout out to Bob Petruccio, Laura Jones, Dawn Cook, did a fabulous job in helping us. We kind of needed that assistance as well. And so I wanted to just acknowledge them as well. So we're on track for a June 30th issuance of the ACFR, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. Nothing pops up in between, but I just wanted to update the board at this time.
Great. That's good news. Thank you, Joe, and thank you to your team as well. We'll move to our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart, for your report.
Thank you, Commissioner Langbach. We have a special announcement. We are getting very close to the move to the South Campus for 6 county-related departments. The move will be including the Planning Department, which is presently on the 14th floor, Assessment on the 3rd floor, Area Agency on Aging on the 8th floor, and also the Workforce Investment Board, Department of Community Economic Development, and the Industrial Development Authority. The move will begin on April 14th. We want to inform not just the public, but also our employees that at least the very first 2 days of each week, successively, the freight elevator is going to be locked out and only used by the moving companies. Mondays are going to be set aside from moving the technology, the computers, the connectivity, the phones. The mover will be in Tuesday to move the remaining furniture, which will be taken to the South Campus. So Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays of those weeks will be the kind of move-in date at the South Campus. This will continue for at least 4 weeks through the first week of May 5th. The first department going in will be planning. Second one is assessment. Third one is AAA, and in between those would be workforce investment, DCED, and the IDA. We plan to boost this out on social media as well as some public media channels, 69 News, Reading Eagle, and so forth, BCTV. So everyone's fully aware. It's a big move, but it's a long time coming. It's really going to enhance those services at 400 East Wyomissing Avenue in Moton. So more to follow. Again, there's going to a lot of traffic in this building, but on Mondays and Tuesdays for at least 4 weeks, there's going to be a lot of activity on the 4th, the 8th, and the 3rd floor. So we just want to caution everyone ahead of time.
Sure.
And be safe.
And these are some of the first puzzle pieces that will be moved over a 5 to 6 year period as a result of the Beers-Hoffman space allocation study. This will result in greater efficiency of the space that we have and hopefully greater efficiency within a variety of departments that are getting reconfigured, in some cases moved to entirely new areas.
Thank you. Yes, this is phase one of probably 6 phases. Phase 2 will start mid to late summer, and that's some significant changes here at the services center. Not moving other departments as of yet. That'll happen in 2026, but this is more of the kind of the service areas like Earthrise, jury deliberation room, the sheriff's department. This room will be closed to the public for probably 3 months as this gets refreshed and renovated. And of course, the commissioners and us will be moving to 14 temporarily for our suites in this area here. So it's really going to look nice come the end of this year.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll move now to reports from commissioners, and we'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. A few items. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and the goal is to raise public awareness about sexual violence and educate communities on how to prevent it. And the theme for this year is Together We Act, United We Change. And for more information on events coming up, you can visit the Safe Berks website at safeberks.org. They will be holding a number of events throughout April to raise awareness about sexual assault. So visit their webpage. There's different information on there, and please help get that word out. This past week has been a bit of a busy week. Last week, all 3 of us attended the Boyertown Area Progress Dinner. And I got to tell you, the Boyertown Area High School, they do a video compilation of 4 businesses in the Boyertown area, and every year it gets better. This year it was amazing. It was actually a Star Trek theme, but with other movies, I would say probably from our era.
Yeah, definitely boomer movies. E.T.
E.T. was in there, Planet of the Apes, and a few others. So really, Knight Rider. So they do a really great job. So I want to congratulate the students for their job on the videos, and also the winner of the award, which I mentioned last week. This past Saturday, I also had the opportunity to attend the Vietnam Memorial Service at City Park. Commissioner Santoni and I were there, as well as a representative from our VA office as well. And that is celebrated. It's National Vietnam Veterans Day. And that's why it's done every year on that day. And it's to remember the Vietnam veterans, what they went through when they came back after serving our country. And just to recognize that it's something that shouldn't have happened, and that to remind us that we should not treat our veterans in the same way when they come back. There was actually a young man, I say young because he's younger than I am, but a younger man that he works in serving veterans. And he was indicating that when he came back from his tour, how the first people that he saw when he got back were the Vietnam veterans waiting for him as they got off the plane, even before they saw their family. So that was something that was really touching, in that the Vietnam veteran is making sure that other veterans don't go through what they went through. So really interesting on Saturday. Also then on Sunday, I had the opportunity to attend the Pro Berco 5th Annual Harmony Walk, which was Sunday morning at the Santander Arena. It's an annual fundraiser that Prospectus Berco, their new name now Pro Berco, does. It was inside at the Santander Arena, and what they do is you give laps around the concourse there, and every lap that you give, you get a little foot that you put on a little thing that they give you to hang around your neck. So thank you, Pro Berco, for the work that you do with that community.
How many feet did you get?
Well, I only got 4 feet because Sunday is my rest day, so I wasn't going to do a 5K on Sunday.
Just checking.
No, but I did 5 laps.
That's good.
Yep. And then also on Sunday, I attended the Berks County Medical Society Officer Installation Ceremony at Drexel University, the Wyomissing campus. So thank you to Dr. Santoro, who was the past president. And I want to welcome and offer congratulations to Dr. Shaw, who is the new president of the Berks County Medical Society. He was talking about the importance of making sure that the medical society is there for the long term and engaging younger medical students and medical people in the medical profession in that society, and that's something that he wants to focus on in his 2 years as president. Also, Monday, we had the opportunity to attend the Connections Work Career Fair. Today seems like Tuesday, but it's not. But Monday, attended the Connection Works Career Fair at the Doubletree. So I wanted to take the opportunity to thank Connections Work for the work that they do, and also the employers that were there that serve the justice, people that have been involved in the justice system, and also second chancers. The companies that are there hiring are willing to take people that have been, again, engaged in the judicial system. So thank you to them and to Connections Work for the job that they do. And then on Tuesday, I also had the opportunity, together with my 2 colleagues here, to attend What's So Cool About Manufacturing, the Berks and Schuylkill County Award Ceremony. So congratulations to all the winners. And also a huge thank you to all the companies that opened their doors, the manufacturers that opened their doors to these young students, middle school students, to go and learn about manufacturing. Manufacturing is the #1 industry by employment amount in Berks County, so we need to make sure that we're able to continue to highlight manufacturing and get our young students involved in that. Something I do want to work on as well is to see how we can get some Berks County ag-related manufacturers in it next year as well. So that's a meeting that is being set up to have some discussion around that with Kim Feast, our director of our ag department. And tonight we will be attending the Berks History Center behind the scenes tour to see what's going on at the Berks History Center. If you have not visited them, you want to make sure that you take some time and learn about Berks at the Berks History Center. And my last item is, we have our elections board meeting today at 11 o'clock. We have a full agenda full of lots of updates. So if you're interested in the name of the executive order, the Preserving and Protecting the Integrity of American Elections Executive Order, you want to make sure that you attend that. We'll also be talking about the Western District litigation update on dated and incorrectly dated ballots. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. And we'll move now to Commissioner Dante Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Attended a lot of the same events that Commissioner Rivera mentioned. Just to follow up on a couple of them, at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial on Saturday, we had an opportunity to say a few things, and we impressed upon the veterans the importance of utilizing our Veterans Office here in Berks County. As Commissioner Rivera said, there was a representative there from the office that spoke to some of the Vietnam veterans, and they also related some of their stories of their time over in Vietnam, and it was a very moving ceremony. I also attended the Connections Work Job Fair and also another event that Connections Work sponsored. My executive assistant Lynn and I attended last night. It was a screening of a movie, a short documentary called Pardon Me, done by a West Philadelphia producer, a gentleman that actually was in the system, trying to get a pardon, and it explained the process that people go through, that turn their lives around, that get opportunities to get work, but are stymied because of the record that occurred in a lot of cases 20 to 25 years earlier. So it explained the process that we go through in Pennsylvania to provide pardons. We do have a Pardon Me project group here in Berks. So if anyone is interested in finding more information about that for themselves or someone that they know, I would recommend them contacting them. And also they can get that information through Connections Work. Again, we had the privilege of being, so what's so cool about manufacturing? There's a list on the Manufacturers Resource Center website of all the winners. We had the opportunity to give out the Outstanding Editing Award to the Boyertown Middle School West, and their featured manufacturer was Morgan Truck. So that was a great event that we had the opportunity to attend. I accompanied our Director of Community and Economic Development yesterday, Pam Mennett. We went to the renewal license hearing for Hollywood Casino at Morgantown and had an opportunity. She presented the testimony of how the local share money that we get back through the gaming law affects us. 45 projects spread across Berks County, totaling about $3.2 million since 2023. There's a long list of them. They range from sewer televising equipment, public works vehicles, all kinds of important items that help our local government and our local communities. And Pam testified on our behalf and had the opportunity to go to that. I served on that board many years ago, so it was great. Pam did a great job. I also visited the casino, and I was walking around getting lunch, and I ran into this gentleman that I happened to know. My 93-year-old dad was playing the slot machine. So I said, "What are you doing?" He goes there occasionally. He lives about 10 minutes away. So I had a chance to see my dad yesterday.
Did he win anything?
He won $75. Yes, he did. He was so excited. And he was like, "Whoa." I'm like, "Wow, you're rich." Anyway, that was an added treat. Berks History Center, just a little known fact, I didn't even know this, I looked it up, but the Berks History Center that we're going to be touring this evening, behind the scenes, was founded in 1869, and their mission is, it's a museum and research center dedicated to preserving and sharing Berks County cultural heritage, and it's located at 940 Center Avenue. So if you get an opportunity to check that out, you should do that. Another reminder of the 2025 public outreach meetings with regards to our transportation plan, 2027 to 2050 long-range transportation plan through our RATS group, Reading Area Transportation Study. Go on their website or on the county website under our planning group, and it will list there was one already held Wednesday, April 2nd at City Council Chambers here in Reading. But there are a number of others that you can visit throughout the county. And there's two virtual meetings, one Wednesday, April 23rd from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Thursday, May 1st from 6 to 7. So we encourage people to give their input on transportation needs here in the county. And finally, April is our Human Resources Director let us know this, Jess Weeknick. April is National County Government Month. So we want to give a shout out to all our county employees, our roughly 2,000 employees, and commend them on all the work that they do throughout the year. So, and that's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Santoni. A few things I'll touch on. They touched on as well. I'll try to touch on different aspects. The career fair. I talked to Peggy and Nikki, who are the co-executive directors of Connections Work. Veronica and I were over there. We believe it is either the largest or one of the top two largest turnouts at that event. Pretty incredible. I know that our solicitor, Christine Sadler, was helping, I believe, doing mock interviews. That area, normally I would walk into that area and there'd be, 8, 10 people. There were quite a number of people being interviewed in the mock interviews and people waiting in line. It is just a great program. It began in 2010. It occurs twice a year. They'll do it again in the fall. I just can't say enough about the work that Connections Work does and all the different businesses that are there. There are also some schools, CTCs, RAC, I think Alvernia was there, helping individuals potentially pursue accreditation that may be necessary in a career. So great job. What's so cool about manufacturing? I quickly share a photo of the commissioners with, you can bring it up here. Here we go. This is with the group that we presented, Boyertown West Middle School students. They did a great job. Commissioners on one side, and then Morgan trailer down in the Elverson Morgantown area. It was a great event. They said roughly 1,000 people over at the DoubleTree, and Karen Buck followed up with us. I'm going to stop sharing and let us know that this is now the largest one of all of the programs across the Commonwealth. I just want to recognize, and I'm going to be picky, I'm going to recognize the Berks County winners. The outstanding overall video program went to Conrad Weiser Middle School. I believe it was the second year in a row, and theirs was on Alcon. Outstanding editing went to the Boyertown Middle School West Morgan Truck Body. Outstanding creativity went to the Wilson West Middle School, and that was Eagle Medals out on 183. Outstanding cool video, Schuylkill Valley Middle School, that's Easy Pack off of Tuckerton Road. Outstanding team spirit went to Daniel Boone Middle School, and I'm going to say this, Phytogenics Inc. I may have said that right, if I'm lucky. Outstanding educational value, Twin Valley Middle School, PTP Spanco Inc. Outstanding, I'm just skipping Schuylkill County. They did great. Outstanding career pathway, Governor Mifflin Middle School. They had Carpenter Technology. And then best career and technical education story, Kutztown Area Middle School, and that was Omnitech Automation Inc. So great event. Also noted we're going to be at the Berks History Center tonight. Just to remind folks, Berks History Center is about preserving Berks County history. One of the proofs of that is in the lobby of this building. The Berks County Liberty Bell is part of the Berks History Center collection, and it is on loan to the county through the end of 2026. So encourage you, if you want to see something from the Berks History Center without leaving the County Services Center, check out the main lobby. The last thing I want to note, on Monday, I will be up in Harrisburg, and I will be testifying at approximately 10 o'clock before the House Tourism Committee. I'm testifying on behalf of America 250 PA, and more specifically, the Berks County Committee, prepping for the celebration in 2026 of the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I want to thank the staff at America 250. Earlier this week, we connected, went over a draft that I prepared. I had 3 minutes, and so having a draft prepared in advance makes certain that you get everything you need to get into that 3 minutes, because there's not an opportunity to waste any words. So that's ready to go, and I'm looking forward to that opportunity on Monday. That is all that I have. Anything from our row officers?
I don't have anything at this time.
I just wanted to, typically you forget the wife. So I wanted to also acknowledge the controller's office team, our, Chief Deputy Grajna Nikel. We had Andrew Knoll, who's our manager of financial accounting and auditing. And his team were all very instrumental in getting us to this point as well. So typically, if I forget somebody, I wanted to make sure that I don't walk back down to an empty 12th floor. So they did.
I already got notice. Most have left already.
They might have. Thank you.
No, that's so important, Joe. I say this fairly often. Screwing up, I can do all by myself. Success, that takes a team, and that's important at every single level. So thank you for sharing that. Any public comment? Nothing in person, nothing online.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
The meeting stands adjourned.